Get ready to unravel one of history's biggest mysteries, Stonehenge. For over 5,000 years, experts have been scratching their heads about this iconic English wonder built in stages from 3100 BC to 1600 BC, but without a single written clue. Theories are popping up left and right, like it being an ancient burial ground because of the 50,000 cremated bone fragments found nearby, dating back to around 3000 BC. But that's not all. Some believe Stonehenge has hidden healing powers, while others think its stones hold secrets to celestial events. For example, a mysterious path leading from Stonehenge to the river Avon perfectly lines up with the winter solstice sunrise. And if that weren't enough, archaeologists discovered evidence pointing to rituals taking place at this very spot during the shortest day of the year. Talk about a cosmic connection. Buckle up for this mind-blowing twist. Scientists are saying the ancient minds behind Stonehenge might have been more attuned to sound waves than we ever thought possible. A U.S. researcher proposed a modern explanation for those old thunder god legends, suggesting that an auditory illusion could have inspired its creation. This acoustic interference theory proposes that the builders of Stonehenge were possibly drawn to the site because of some seriously cool and eerie sounds coming from it. Let's dive into what makes Stonehenge's soundscape so mind-blowing. Picture this: imagine you're strolling through an open field, and suddenly two bagpipers are piping up in perfect harmony from different directions. You'd expect the sound to get louder, right? But here's where it gets wild. Stephen Waller says what really happens is that these sound waves clash, creating a strange fluctuation between loud and quiet. It's as if the noise is dancing around you, sometimes almost disappearing into thin air. This isn't just cool. It might have been enough to make our ancient ancestors think they were hearing something divine, something beyond human comprehension. Let's explore how Stephen Waller connected these dots. He noticed this acoustic interference pattern bears an uncanny resemblance to how Stonehenge might have been perceived by ancient ears, as if a ring of unseen objects was blocking or shaping the sounds around it. This idea isn't just out there, it seems supported by some pretty cool legends, like the story of two magic pipers turning maidens into stone with their enchanting circle dance. Intrigued, Waller decided to put his theory to the test in a modern experiment. He blindfolded participants and placed them in an area where they could hear sound waves from different directions clashing, just like those pipers. What did they draw when asked about what was between them and the noise? You guessed it, something eerily close to Stonehenge. Imagine standing at the heart of Stonehenge, feeling like invisible walls are rising up around you as sound waves clash in a mesmerizing dance. That's exactly what Stephen Waller discovered when he brought his hypothesis to life. He created an acoustic interference pattern that eerily echoed how ancient ears might have experienced this mysterious place, like standing within a ring of unseen stones blocking the soundscape. But here's the kicker: it wasn't really about the stones, but rather the sound waves canceling each other out in mid-air. Intrigued by his findings, Waller decided to take his experiment to the hallowed grounds of Stonehenge itself. With a sound source at its center and himself moving around, he found that same blocking effect, proof that this auditory illusion might have been more than just a trick of the mind. It could have been the spark that led to the construction of one of history's most enigmatic structures. But why did our ancestors go to such great lengths to build this enigmatic site? Was it truly aligned with celestial bodies, or perhaps something even more profound? Stephen Waller's theory sparks curiosity, not contradiction, leaving room for other solar-centric ideas. In fact, he sees his work as a complement rather than an opposing force, suggesting that Stonehenge could have served as a sanctuary where people sought to grasp the cosmos' grand design. With so many theories floating around, it's clear why Stonehenge remains one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. Each idea standing alone without providing a complete picture, leaving us in awe of this ancient wonder. The echoes of our ancestors' world are under threat as we risk losing their sonic legacies through thoughtless actions. Stephen Waller calls on us to tread carefully. No more widening ancient caverns for the sake of easier tourist access. We've been tuning out these sounds, unintentionally causing harm or ignoring them altogether. But Waller stresses that sound is magic, a perception deeply ingrained in our ancestors' minds before they understood the science behind sound waves. Now, after years of rigorous study and technological innovation, scientists have finally cracked a long-standing riddle at Stonehenge. By subjecting one of its 52 prominent stones to mass spectrometry, researchers pinpointed trace elements matching them to a likely mining site in England. An incredible breakthrough that's rewriting the history books. Imagine piecing together a puzzle that's been shrouded in mystery for centuries. Scientists have cracked the code on where those giant sarsen stones at Stonehenge originally came from. To do this, they employed a unique combination of detective work and high-tech analysis. They first used a portable X-ray gun, similar to a device you might see in sci-fi movies, to scan every single one of the upright stones and lintels at Stonehenge. This gave them an initial map of their chemical makeup, like a fingerprint for these ancient giants. Then, they took a closer look using super powerful tools called mass spectrometers. They analyzed samples from one of the stones that was drilled through recently and compared them to other massive sarsen boulders found across southern Britain. These stones are mostly made up of silica, but they also contain tiny amounts of elements like aluminum, phosphorus, and calcium. And it's these hidden clues that helped scientists solve this age-old riddle. In a groundbreaking discovery that brings us closer to understanding this ancient wonder, researchers have finally found where most of the giant sarsen stones at Stonehenge originated, around 25 kilometers north of the site in an area known as Westwoods in Wiltshire. Using cutting-edge technology like portable X-ray guns and super-powerful mass spectrometers, they analyzed the chemical makeup or fingerprints of every single one of these colossal stones. The results revealed that a staggering 96% of them match rocks from this specific location, solving a centuries-old mystery. Still, the puzzle is not completely solved. 2 out of the 52 stones remain an enigma, leaving us with more questions about their source and why they were chosen differently. These gargantuan sarsens, erected around 2500 BC, are truly awe-inspiring. Some stand up to 9 meters tall, while others weigh a massive 30 tons. They form the iconic outer circle and central trilithon of Stonehenge, a horseshoe arrangement that's as remarkable for its engineering feats as it is for its sheer scale. The lead researcher on this study, University of Brighton geomorphologist David Nash, emphasized just how monumental these stones are. The monumental task of transporting these colossal sarsens has long fascinated historians and engineers alike, a feat that must have required either brute force or some form of ancient ingenuity with rollers. While we can't pinpoint the exact path they took, this breakthrough discovery provides us with crucial starting and ending points for their epic journey. Interestingly, the origins of Stonehenge's smaller bluestones had already been uncovered in a previous investigation, traced back to Wales' Pembrokeshire, an astonishing 250 kilometers away from the site. The mystery surrounding the sarsen stones remained unsolved until now, but thanks to a chance core sample taken during conservation efforts in the late 1950s, we've finally cracked this centuries-old puzzle. A team member involved in the restoration work, Robert Phillips, had extracted a piece of this stone as it was stabilized with metal rods due to a crack. Little did he know that his souvenir would one day help solve a mystery spanning millennia. The sample traveled with him from England to New York, Illinois, California, before eventually coming to rest in Florida, an incredible journey mirroring the very stone's own epic migration. A pivotal chapter of Stonehenge's enigmatic history has finally been unlocked with the return of Robert Phillips' core sample to Britain. In 2018, he made the selfless decision to share this crucial piece of the puzzle, unaware that it would be his last contribution to unraveling this ancient mystery. Sadly, he passed away shortly after. Researchers meticulously studied fragments from the sample, delicately crafting its geochemical fingerprint. As testing on the site's megaliths was strictly prohibited, the match obtained from the sample against the sandstone still present in West Woods, and all but 2 of Stonehenge's sarsen stones, provided a groundbreaking revelation. Nash expresses his hope that this discovery will shed light on the monumental effort invested in constructing this iconic marvel, stating, "I hope that what we've found out will allow people to understand more about the enormous endeavor involved in constructing Stonehenge." The source of these colossal sarsens has been pinpointed to West Woods, a mere 15 miles from the site, leaving us with a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and determination behind this timeless wonder. Get ready to uncover the secrets behind one of history's most enigmatic structures as we delve into the fascinating world of Stonehenge. According to scientists, West Woods played a pivotal role for Neolithic people, not only due to its vast supply of premium stone, but also because it offered natural routes that made extracting these colossal stones an achievable feat. The researchers' findings are nothing short of astonishing. They've discovered that the mineral composition in Marlborough Downs, particularly in West Woods, mirrors that found in the Phillips core with uncanny precision. This remarkable match not only includes common elements, but also rare minerals that align within acceptable margins of error, making it highly likely that West Woods is indeed the birthplace of Stonehenge's iconic sarsens. As we continue to unravel the mystery surrounding this ancient wonder, one question lingers in our minds: what inspired these early builders to construct such an incredible monument? Share your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more captivating content like this.